Welcome. In this video, I'm going to go over how to create a class in the new converged Netacad. So the first thing that you're going to do is go ahead and log in to Netacad. When you enter the main course site, it will pull up your dashboard here. In order to navigate to the area where you are going to create classes and where you are going to see your class list, you have two options. One is to click on the My Classes drop down at the top and click My Classes here. One is to click on your name and then click on My Class. So you have two options that takes you to the same place. Once you are here, your next step is going to be to click on the green Create button. Now, this begins the course creation process. There are several questions in this process. Some of them are new, so I'm going to walk through each step. So the first question here is whether you want this course to be self-paced or instructor-led. In most cases, instructor-led is going to be what you're going to pick here. There might be a situation where you might create a class that you want students to go through on their own, but you only need to see that they've completed it. That might be a good candidate for self-paced. There are only certain curriculums that are available under self-paced, so just be aware of that. So we're going to go to instructor-led because that's what most of you are going to pick most of the time. And then we're going to click on Next. Here, you're going to have a list of the courses that are available, the template courses that are available. You also can select from existing classes once you have a course list and create more classes like ones you've already created. But we're going to start out with the template. So you have two options. You can scroll through this list, but it's pretty substantial. If instead you want to be able to find your course content faster, you can go to the search in the top right-hand corner and type in, so we're going to go ahead and create a CCNA 1 class. So I'm going to type in CCNA. Now, if you type in CCNA 1, it's not going to come up, right? CCNA 1 is Introduction to Networks. So you're going to find your CCNA : Introduction to Networks. Notice that it's second in the list, which is kind of silly, but that's where it's at. You can also potentially type in Introduction to Networks and find it that way as well. Okay. Now, if this is grayed out, I'll show you what that looks like. Okay. Well, I guess it's not really grayed out, but it has a red banner here that says accreditation required. That means that you have not taken the instructor training that is required to teach that class. And so then you should reach out to us and we will put you in an instructor training. So we're going to go to Introduction to Networks here and click Next. The next page is just your language. We've always had to pick this in course creation. Then we are going to set some dates. I recommend setting the start date to the first day of your class. Now, please note that when we go into the course, you will notice that nothing is available until that first day. Okay, so if you want to look at things prior, you need to start it today versus the first day of class. So I'm going to go ahead and start it today. Now, I recommend making your end date just slightly beyond the end of your course. So if your course was set to end on December 16th, I would set it for December 31st. Okay. You can modify the assignments to only be available until the last day, but it leaves the course on their dashboard until the end of the month. In case you need to extend something for a student, it gives you the option to do that without having to go back in and change the course dates again. All right, this checkbox has caused a lot of issues with course creation. So if you want to limit enrollment only to the email addresses that you specify for your students to enroll with, you should check this box. Just know that if you do that, you have to upload a CSV file with those students' emails and names. If you don't upload a CSV file, no one will be able to enroll in your class. If you are going to send students the self-enroll link and you don't know what their email address is that they're going to use for their account, do not check this box. Okay. So we click on next. Here is the class details screen. This is where you're going to change the name of the course. So for instance, here in North Carolina, most of the community colleges teach the first CCNA course in Net 125. That's our curriculum course identifier. So I'm going to put Net 125 in the front here, and let's just say it's section 001. And so I'm going to put that in there so that I can tell my classes apart from one another. If you don't modify the title, then you wind up with a bunch of courses listed that all say CCNA Intro to Networks, right? So just keep that in mind. You probably want to put something in there that is identifying the actual individual course as you create your courses. You can also add information to the description, but there is a character limit, so just be aware of that. And then marketing content at the bottom, if you want to add more information there, you can add to there. Now click on next. A few things here. So you can add in any support staff that you need to here under the new area here. Oh, you can also add other instructors. So if you have other instructors that are accredited, you can go in and add them. You can also add support staff. So both things here. They have different views. Now, on this screen, you may have a message, and it may actually be on the previous one as well, that says that your WebEx account is not linked. I'm going to provide a separate video on how to link your WebEx account if you want to, how to request and link your WebEx account. So if you have already done that, you will have the option to enable, or you can uncheck the box and disable WebEx. That is up to you. You can also add spaces and do some cool things with WebEx. We're going to click next, and we're going to go ahead and click publish because the students aren't enrolled in it yet anyway, so we're going to go ahead and open it up. Now, when you get this message to go to classes or invite learners, I'm going to recommend that you always go back to your class list, because then you can invite your learners from here, but you can confirm that it was created properly, confirm the dates, and confirm the instructors before you actually invite students into it. So that is my recommendation for that process. When you are ready to enroll students, you're going to click on this invite learners box over here on the right, and you're going to pick either to invite them with a self-enroll link or bulk invite learners with a CSV. If you checked the box for invitation only, you have to upload a CSV. You cannot use the self-enroll link by itself. Now, if you upload the CSV and then you have someone who doesn't receive the email from Cisco inviting them to create their account and whatnot, then you can send them the self-enroll link and it will allow them to self-enroll as long as they use the same email address as what is on the CSV. Okay, so the CSV is the checklist of learners that are allowed into the course. As of right now, you can't revoke that, so just know that. That is something that Cisco is working on, but right now you cannot revoke invitations. Okay, so just be aware of that. All right, so you've got your course created. The next video will go over some details inside of the course, how to update dates, how to create assignments, and whatnot. See you in the next video.